Hey everybody, this is Wendy from Wendy's Parade of Perfume. How is everyone? So I just got done with some chores, so I'm going to do another perfume video. Just gonna get everything done today, right? This is going to be covering my 40 days of my no-buy for 2024. I did not pull out any bottles for this because it would have just been too much. I pulled out a bunch of bottles for another list I'm going to be doing, which will be revealed at the end. Anywho, so 40 days. Um, I did keep a little perfume journal, nothing extensive, just like, hey, today's my scent of the day. Today's my scent for work. This is what I did. This is what I got. This is what happened. I may wrote a line or two about what's going on, but like literally anyone could read this perfume journal. I wouldn't care because it's very boring. So, so let's just get this out of the way. I pretty much stuck to my no buy. I bought one bottle of perfume because it was a bottle of perfume that I broke, and I broke this bottle. It was L'Artisan Roses Privée, which I really like. Um, it just kind of fell off the top of my dresser and hit the floor in the right way, and it broke. And I didn't even really think about it, but a couple days later, I went online and I bought another one. And then I was like, wait a minute, should I have done that? Like, is that in violation? I don't know. I never actually considered what would happen. I did consider if I finish something up, I'm not allowed to buy anything or, whatever have you, but I didn't actually think, if something actually breaks, am I allowed to replace it? So I replaced a bottle. I don't know if that's wrong. Uh, you tell me your opinion. What do you think? The other thing I did, um, Chloe is coming out with a perfume in the Nomad line, and supposedly there is a note called Kifi, and that apparently is like ancient Egyptian incense. It's like a style of incense, and I've never heard of that. I'm not an incense scholar or anything, but I like incense, and I had never even heard of that. So I went online, and there are some Kiffy perfumes on a lot. I didn't buy any of those, but I bought some loose Kiffy incense, which I'm also trying not to buy because I'm trying to use up a lot of things. Um, I'm just trying to use up a lot of things without buying anything this year. But just because I had never experienced it before, I bought some Kiffy incense, and that seller on Etsy also had a Kiffy oil, which was $12. So I did buy that oil in order to see what that smells like. I had bought oil from this seller previously, so I knew it would probably be pretty good. But those are the two things that I did. I bought a Kiffy perfume oil just so I could acquaint myself with the Accord, and I bought a L'Artisan perfume bottle because I literally broke it to replace it. Other than that, I have not bought anything. I've been severely tested though. I wrote little notes here. So I have been tested 3 times. So um, the good thing about doing this no buy is that I am going deep into my shelves and wearing things that I have not worn probably in years. One of those perfumes is a perfume from Hermes called 24 Faubourg, which is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's a white chypre. We don't have to get into what it smells like, but it's finished smelling. It's a white floral. It's absolutely stunning. It's been sitting on my shelf for years. I haven't worn it in years. What the hell is wrong with me, right? So I happened to just been looking it up just because I was wearing the perfume that day, and sometimes I like to do that. And then I happened to stumble upon a flanker called 24 Faubourg Eau Delicate, which has been previously unavailable, and it's back on the market. And I was like, oh my God, it's back. And then I was like, FragranceNet has it. And then I was like, it's $84. And then I was like, okay, calm down. But I was like, but the crazy side of my brain was like, oh my God, it's on FragranceNet. They're going to sell out. It's going to go away again. You're never going to be able to get it. So long story short, I resisted on that one. If it's available in a year or two, it'll be available. And if it's not, it's not. The other thing, which is going to come and go, is a perfume bottle from Francesca Bianchi called Love for Sale. The reason I was very interested in this one is because she did a limited edition called Sticky Lips that I absolutely adore. I only have a decant of it, but I'll never be able to get a bottle of it. I'm just going to have to use my decant and then say goodbye, which I'm more I am more emotionally and upset about than I should be. It's just freaking perfume, like who cares? But this Love for Sale is the same thing. It's a limited edition. It's like an iris leather candied fragrance, and I'm not going to get it. I'm just not going to be able to. That was hard to get over because what if it's as good as sticky lips? But I'm going to have to get over that. The last one that I was severely tested by, um, Kelly has been talking about Mona Diorio. A lovely woman, also who watches Kelly and me, got a bottle of the knee from Mona Diorio, and I was just writing her back about that, and I happened to be looking up. I think the company is like either ceasing production or going to revamp and most likely raise their prices and repackage. One of the two is going to happen, but some of their perfumes are drastically on sale. And there was a fragrance I really wanted called Bohea Boheme. It's like a green oolong tea. It smells like stones and rocks and woods. It is drastically on sale right now. And I have a feeling that it's just going to disappear before I can get it next year. That was the one actually that I I had to literally, I went and I took a shower. I found it and I was very close because I was like, I've been wanting this one for years. Not for years, but I've been wanting this one for a year or two. I tested it. I know what it smells like. I know when I wanted it. It's on my want list. I was going to maybe get it next year. And here it is. It's like 40% off. And I went and I took a hot shower and I calmed down. And even the next day, all day, I was like, but I really want it. It's not going to be there. And I'm like, but this is part of the process. I have to feel these feelings, right? I have to feel the want. I have to feel the feel of missing out because most likely that's going to sell out. And then if it's available at all, it's going to be on eBay for $600 and I'm not going to buy it. And it's one of those things that I'm not going to own, I'm not going to have, and I'm not going to be able to experience. It took a few days for that one. That's just how addicted I am. I literally, it would just pop in my head and be like, I really want that one. I want, right? That crazy monkey mind, that want, that addictive mind, you know? But I've calmed down about it and I've gotten to the acceptance phase of I am not going to have Bohea Boheme on my shelf because one of two things are going to happen. It's going to disappear or they're going to repackage it and they're going to sell it again for like $450 and I'm not spending that much for a bottle. So that one is just going to have to go. What has also gotten me over that kind of loss of I really want this fragrance and I'm never going to get it is I have been sitting on several perfumes that I have been just horribly neglecting, and I love them, right? Hermes 24 Faubourg. I wore that for a few days. It was lovely. I haven't worn Chanel Bois d'Azil in a few years, or in a few, like probably all year. It's probably not in a few years, but I actually found a little tiny vial of the pure perfume that I have, and I'm just going to use it up because I had it shoved somewhere and I didn't wear it. Another Enacoutal that I really like that I only have a decant of, and I'll probably use the decant. I haven't worn this one in years either. Mon Parfum Chéri Par Camille. It's like this iris heliotrope patchouli perfume. I just haven't gotten around to wearing it. The other one that's a little embarrassing, I have a bottle of Amouage Lilac Love that I got around the same time as Cherry Blossom or Blossom Love, which I love, and I wear Blossom Love relatively frequently. I think I got that at the same time and I just forgot about it because I just opened it. I don't even know when I got it. It's gorgeous. It's like this white floral, green stem, hyacinth, lilac, green floral with a little bit of hint of cocoa on the bottom. Where's like a freaking cereal? It's like it's huge. It's huge. It's floral. It's very pretty. It's like classic amouage if you like that sort of thing. And it's just been sitting on my shelf. So having that knowledge that I have these really beautiful perfumes on my shelf that I am not wearing, and even if I got Bohea Boheme, who knows how much I'd be wearing it? Is it going to be Samsara? Is it going to be Infusion d'Iris? Probably not. I'm already neglecting enough as it is. So it took me a few days of just trying to redirect my focus, but I got over it. So as far as buying, those were my 3 tests, and yeah, I haven't bought anything else except, yeah, you guys tell me what you think about what I bought. I mean, did I break my no-buy? I don't know. The other interesting thing is how have I been wearing perfume in the last 40 days? It looks like I have several categories. I have scent of the day, which is mostly when I have the day off. That's when I can like be all fresh and really think about it and probably reapply the perfume a few times. I have scent of the evening, which is usually when I come home from work and then I take my shower and then I wear something. I have been wearing perfume to work, mostly the Elizabeth Arden green teas. And I've been wearing my Dolly Parton perfume to work. Work, I have to be kind of careful. I don't want it to project. I don't want it to last too long. And the other thing too is that I kind of have a stressful job, and I have a job with a lot of different weird smells because I'm a veterinary nurse. So I actually don't want to wear anything that's going to get ruined. So slapping on some easy white musky Elizabeth Arden green tea. That's a good work perfume. The other thing I noticed is that sometimes I just wouldn't wear any perfume, not for the whole day, but sometimes I would get home from work and take my shower and not put anything on, or I wouldn't wear anything to work, or I would just wear some lotion after work, like some almond lotion or some Zum lotion. I have a sea salt or, whatever. So I was taking these mini breaks, which was nice. The other thing I started doing, I was pulling out my little perfume oils from it's called Adirondack Aromatics, ADK. That's the abbreviation for Adirondack. She's a lady on Etsy. And while I'm not the biggest, like some people are really into natural perfumes and they only want to wear naturals. I like natural perfumes, but they don't wear like a regular perfume, even an indie or niche perfume. They just don't wear them like the naturals do. But the nice thing about them is that the natural perfumes, it really is just a bunch of essences, and they're just lacking like all the stuff that gets loaded into perfumes nowadays, like musk and those woody aroma chemicals, and even like aldehydes and like soap notes and stuff like that, and those rough like ambroxans and stuff. Though it's just lacking those, and there's just something. It just kind of resets your nose a little bit. So I wore a Palo Santo perfume oil a couple times. That was nice. I wore just like a floral perfume oil. That was nice. The Kiffy perfume oil, I should probably do a review on because it's a very interesting accord. It smells like honey and dates and dried fruit and spices and stuff. But that was really nice just to kind of reset my nose a little bit. So, I also got to still, it's funny that how many times I just wear my old favorites. I obviously was wearing Samsara. I wore Infusion de Riz a few times. I pulled out Shalimar Parfum Initial Low. I really like that one. I wore Chanel Coco a few times because it's been cold enough. I pulled out an old favorite that is not a perfume that usually is my style, but it's Guerlain French Kiss, which is like this super neon, candied, fruity, violet rose for perfume that it just reminds me of like fluorescent colors. It's a really fun perfume. I don't wear it that much, but it is fun to wear sometimes. Um, I did not wear aromatics elixir in the last 40 days, which I was surprised about. But yeah, and it seems like half the time I was hitting my favorites that I wear all the time, and then the other half I was either wearing something new or something that I haven't worn in a long time, or wearing a decant, or wearing those like perfume oils or something. So it was nice to just have a range. So I think that now that I've done 40 days of my no buy, I'm still going to do my little perfume journal. See what the next. I think I'll do another update in about 60 days for 100 days of my no buy for 2024 and see how it's going. It perfume, and I talked about this a million times, but perfume is just getting so ridiculously expensive. People are buying it though, but oh my gosh, I was looking at this one. It was it looked like a pretty woody perfume, and it was $450 for a full bottle, which is just, I'm not paying that much. It's just crazy. Almost nothing is worth that much. So, and so many perfumes are approaching that level of price. It's freaking insane. So maybe I'm doing this no buy at a good time. All right. So for those of you that have had perfume goals for this year, have you been hitting your goals? Even if it is, I wanted to buy some perfumes on my list, or I wanted to do some testing in a certain category, or I haven't wanted to buy anything, or I wanted to focus on even a no buy of something else, in your house or whatever, let me know. And that's it for this subject. The perfumes I did pull out, I'm not really one to ask what to wear on Valentine's Day, but I do love a good rose perfume. And I know I've done a dessert roses list, but I'm going to do just an easy perfume roses for Valentine's Day, or for red, for the color red, for February, for pink. Easy pink roses. I think that's going to be my next list, which if I get to it, I'm going to do that later today. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me. I know this is just a kind of chatty perfume video, but I do want to keep up with the no buy thing, because it is easier to do if there's a little bit of organization and concentration about it, if I'm paying attention to it. So anyway, uh, leave your comments down below. I always try to respond to everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.